We have a comforting lie we tell ourselves about the Joker. We tell ourselves he's crazy. We call him a mad dog, an agent of chaos, a force of nature that just wants to watch the world burn. Why do we do that? Because if he's crazy, then we don't have to listen to him. If he's just a monster, we can dismiss everything he says as the ramblings of a lunatic. But deep down, in the darkest part of your mind, you know that's not true. The Joker isn't terrifying because he's insane. The Joker is terrifying because he's lucid. He didn't attack Gotham to destroy it. He attacked Gotham to test it. He wasn't trying to create chaos. He was trying to reveal the chaos that was already there, hidden behind your nose, behind your polite smiles, behind your civilized society. Tonight, we take off the mask. We stop looking at the clown, and we start listening to the philosopher, because the punchline of this joke isn't funny. The punchline is, he was right. Look at the world around you. Traffic lights, taxes, job titles, social etiquette. We call this order. But the Joker saw it for what it truly is, fragile. He realized that what we call civilization isn't a solid structure. It's a performance. We all agree to act nice. We all agree to follow the rules. But why? Is it because we are inherently good? Or is it because the lights are on and the police are watching? The Joker asked a simple question. What happens when the lights go out? He famously said, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. Psychology tells us he's right. History tells us he's right. When resources run out, when fear takes over, when the plan fails, the civilized people, they don't come together, they eat each other. The Joker didn't create the monster inside the citizens of Gotham. He just handed them a knife and waited for them to use it. Why did the Joker hate the mob? Why did he hate the police? Why did he hate Batman? Because they are all schemers. A schemer is someone who believes they can control the world. They believe that if they just have enough money, enough power, or enough gadgets, they can force life to make sense. Batman believes that if he breaks enough bones, he can create peace. The mob believes that if they bribe enough judges, they can buy safety. The Joker finds this hilarious. He understands the fundamental truth of the universe. Entropy. You cannot control life. You cannot plan for everything. When he burned the mountain of money in the Dark Knight, criminals were horrified. Why? Because money is part of the scheme. Money implies that there is a future worth saving for. But the Joker lives entirely in the now. He was trying to teach Gotham a lesson about control. You think you're in charge? You think you're safe because you followed the rules? All it takes is a few drums of gas and a couple of bullets, and your entire plan evaporates. He wasn't burning money. He was burning the illusion. If you want to understand the Joker's true goal, you have to look at Harvey Dent. Harvey was the best of us, the White Knight, the moral center of the city, incorruptible. The Joker didn't want to kill Harvey. Killing him would have been easy and boring. No. The Joker wanted to break him. Why? Because if the best man in the city can fall, if the White Knight can turn into a murderer after just one bad day, then the Joker's thesis is proven correct. Morality is just a coat of paint. Scratch the surface, and there's a monster underneath everyone. The Joker took Gotham's idol, stripped away his hope, took away his love, and introduced him to the unfairness of the world. And what happened? Harvey Dent didn't turn to God. He didn't turn to the law. He turned to chance. He turned to the coin. Unjust, unprejudiced, fair. When the Joker sat by Harvey's hospital bed, he wasn't corrupting him. He was liberating him. He was telling him, stop pretending the world makes sense, Harvey. The only fairness in a cruel world is luck. And in that moment, the Joker won. He proves that even the brightest soul is just one tragedy away from becoming a villain. Now let's talk about the hero. The Joker and Batman are not opposites. They are mirrors. Batman is a billionaire who dresses up as a demon to scare people into behaving. The Joker is a nobody who dresses up as a clown to show people that behaving is a joke. Batman fights to maintain the status quo. He wants Gotham to go back to normal. But the Joker knows that normal was never good. Normal was corrupt politicians. Normal was poverty. Normal was suffering hidden behind politi doors. Batman wants to save the city. The Joker wants the city to admit it's already dead. This is why the Joker refuses to kill Batman. You complete me. Without the Joker, Batman is just a rich vigilante beating up poor people. But with the Joker, Batman becomes a guardian. The Joker forces Batman to confront his own hypocrisy. Batman has one rule: no killing. The Joker pushes that rule to its absolute limit, not because he wants to die, but because he wants to show Batman that his moral code is a weakness. You have nothing to threaten me with all your strength. In the interrogation room, Batman is powerless. He has muscles, technology, anger. But the Joker has something stronger: the truth. He knows Batman can't save everyone, and he makes Batman choose. The Joker forces the hero to play a game where there is no winning move, just to prove that heroism is a vanity project. But we have to be honest. The Joker's philosophy has a flaw. The ferry experiment. Two boats, one with civilians, one with criminals, both hold the trigger to destroy the other. The Joker bet everything on this. He bet that when faced with death, people would choose murder to survive. He bet that civilization would collapse in minutes, and nothing happened. They didn't blow each other. Does this mean the Joker was wrong? Does this mean humanity is inherently good? Not exactly. Look closer at that scene. Look at the fear in their eyes. Look at how close they came. They didn't push the button, but they wanted to. They voted on it. They argued for it. They justified it. The only thing that stopped them wasn't goodness. It was guilt. No one wanted to be the one to press the button. The Joker didn't get his fireworks, but he proved his point. He showed them that the only difference between the people on the innocent boat and the people on the criminal boat was who held the detonator. The Joker was caught, sent to Arkham, defeated. Or was he? Look at the legacy he left behind. Harvey Dent was dead. His reputation a lie that Batman had to cover up. Batman had to become a villain, a haunted fugitive, to keep the city from breaking. Gotham was safe, but it was built on a foundation of lies. The Joker didn't want a throne. He didn't want money. He wanted to prove a point. And years later, when we look at our own world, when we see how quickly we turn on each other on social media, when we see how fragile our supply chains are, when we see how easily fear makes us give up our freedoms, we realize the terrifying truth. The Joker wasn't the disease. He was the symptoms. He was the mirror held up to a society that cares more about appearing good than being good. He didn't want to watch the world burn. He wanted the world to admit that it was already on fire. And the reason we are still talking about him The reason he fascinates us more than any hero is because somewhere, deep down in the dark, we're afraid he was right. The joke is on us because every story has another side, and this was the Villain POV.